I don't give a shit about graphics enhancement. In this video, I want to find out the recent Definitive Edition update benefits for against speedrunner. In Rockstar patch notes, it just say numerous fixes and improvements. Well, very informative I guess. They didn't cheap out on fixing their own game, but cheap out on the patch notes. Those fixes are something way bigger than you think. What speedrunners really care about is, can we beat the game fast? This involves how to play the game optimally, from movement, sequence break, to even glitches. If features are drastically changed, it would affect the existing speedrun routes and strat for sure. In Badlands segment, there are a couple changes do affect the speedrun routes. One of the big skip in San Andreas no major glitches category is Wusimu skip. This trick can at least save 1 minute and skip the entire race. Ultra Girl in the GTA speedrun community found a new setup for the skip on mobile version. Yet no one is able to do that on console. The idea is by failing the fail cutscene of the mission, you can trigger a glitchy screen and the game jumps straight to the success cutscene. This is what it was supposed to look like before the update. Button. Yeah, there we go. I don't think developers intentionally patched that out, just because they drastically revamped the logic behind the game. How the game state changed is different. Another issue found in Mission Against All Odds. After leaving the betting shop, there is a chance that Catalina's dialogue will be delayed. Your vehicle is locked before she says the line. I ended up like a sitting duck and the cop just busted me. Well, you can sound the horn and try to make those cops flip their fingers instead of busting you, but this trick doesn't always work. Even though some strats are patched out, there are still some good changes in this update. One of the huge updates is the broken AI accuracy is fixed. Before the patch, the Definitive Edition was brutal for speedrunning, as the AI accuracy is always insanely high. In the original game, you can lower the AI accuracy by getting on a bike. For some reason, the accuracy is still high even after you leave the vehicle in DE. Now, after the patch, the AI accuracy is back to normal and it does trivialize some missions. During small town bank, I can finally go shopping during the mission. Before the update, due to the slow loading time of Switch, the moment you leave ammunition, cops will destroy you before you gain control. And now, I can buy weapons while Catalina clear out the enemies on the way, which saves me some time from doing it myself. Another nice trick brought back from the OG is, you can shoot the door yourself without soft locking the game. If you shoot the door, you will end up breaking Catalina's AI and soft lock the mission. This trick only saves a couple seconds, which doesn't sound much, but in a 30 to 40 minute segment, every second does make the difference. It's too soon to say the recent trilogy update makes speedrunning easier or harder. We shall find the answer in the next couple videos. Welcome back. This video, we are back to the beginning, finding out the difference of running Los Santos % after the trilogy update. And this first segment of the game really benefits from the update. Once again, the unbroken AI accuracy plays a huge part in many missions, making speedrunning smooth and satisfying. With that being said, let's begin. Well, the first 30 minutes of the run didn't have much difference. I'm still busy with finding an officer for guns during Big Smoke, can't get a super sprint jump, and I didn't kill Freddy at the first ambush point. Wait, I didn't get teleported to the destination? Before the patch, if you kill Freddy before reaching his destination, you will get teleported to it and lose your bike. In my opinion, this is a good change because back then, you were not guaranteed to have a decent vehicle to make your way back to the burger shop. Now, at least you keep your bike. Takes a moment to learn the new route. Not a huge issue at all. Swiss Girl was the first mission that I had to worry about fighting my way through deadly enemies. Remember the broken AI accuracy? If you run into the crowd, you die. If you didn't kill them one by one, you fucking die. After the update, now I can run straight to them like a maniac, way faster than taking a cover, take them out one at a time. In management issues, still, I'm not able to switch weapons before getting the right book. Ideally, you want to slide all the way through the objective and slide out afterwards. Sometimes when you are in interior, you are not allowed to run. Turns out the best option is sliding. At least in the mission, you can slide your way out without taking too much damage. Burning Desire was awful even for casual playthrough. Texture of the fire was breaking bad. You can barely see what's going on and it's hard to judge if the fire is extinguished or not. Now you can clearly see the progress without hesitation. This is the very few moment that graphic enhancement does matter. Let's talk about the damn train. For those who try to land on the damn train before may have noticed, the hitbox of the damn train was weird. You will bounce off easily without precise positioning. Somehow I got the best alignment ever had, and Smoke shoot better as well. With luck and the new changes, I reached Smoke's home in no time. I never had a good impression on Great Imports. It was basically bullet hell, especially when you have to chase the guy while everyone has deadly accuracy. Finally, I can implement the bike strat from the OG. Get around the interior with bike and run over the guy before he leaves. Enemies are now less likely to pop your tire and shoot you down. Not much about Los Santos I can rant about in this update. There is a little inconsistency in Mission OG look. Still not sure about the root cause, but when I first tried Freddy Kill, the game won't teleport me to the destination. In another run, I failed those two ambush points and reset from the checkpoint. Afterwards, it did teleport me to the destination again. In speedrunning, we aren't afraid of difficulties, but scared of inconsistency. In Los Cross, Swiss pathing is awkward as well. For some reason, he took a turn around the car instead of running straight to it. You can't enter the car unless he enters first. Not a huge time loss, but still frustrating sometimes. So far, the normal AI accuracy plays a huge part in Los Santos run. Many OG strats can now implement to the DE. No major issue I can rant about just yet, with 3 segments remain. We shall find out this update is some Goddy or Baddy. Welcome back. This video we will be focusing on how the definitive update affects speedrunning, specifically on San Fierro segment. Before getting started, it is worth mentioning the difference between no major glitches and any percent speedrun category. In NMG categories, runners can't skip the entire mission without starting it. For example, there are A, B, C, D missions in the mission chain. You have to complete all 4 of them in any order, but you can't bypass any of them. Instead, any percent allows runners to skip missions in the mission chain, like you can finish A and D and skip B and C. Long thing short, this video is focusing on NMG routing and strat after the update. I heard that any percent runners do suffer from some changes, but that's another story for another day. As a player, I quickly noticed some changes in the first mission of San Fierro. In this tour mission, there are lots of of cutscenes in between. Before the update, none of them are skippable. Now those are skippable and save quite a lot of time. This is not only mission, you can skip cutscene after the update. Some more potential time save we can look forward to for sure. The only tiny problem I can rant about is you still can't hit the garage marker from the back. In the mission deconstruction, thanks to the broken AI accuracy had been fixed. This mission is less chaotic now. Before the update, enemies' aggression were high and often wasting time to fight them through. But now they don't pose a threat anymore, and the driver on the bulldozer can be headshot easily. Some of the visual changes are crucial to runners. For example, now the game prompts the change of stat normally. Back then, sometimes it didn't show up at all. In San Fierro segment, knowing the progression of lung capacity is important, cause you need to hit a certain level of it to start the mission Amphibious Assault. Even though you can check the stat manually, knowing it when level up is way more handy. By the way, photo opportunity still sucks. Pure 69 is another mission benefits from patched AI accuracy. Before the patch, you risk dying when killing T-Bone easily even on the bike. Now you can kill T-Bone and Rider without worrying about the thugs shooting you too much. Amphibious Assault is one of those missions you don't need to kill everyone to progress. Guess what? With the normal AI accuracy, I can run past the enemies without spending time to kill them all. Although the updated fire texture is a little weird, still nice to know your tugboat is on fire, right? In Mission Outrider, the sequence break still works. Seems like the mission pass checking condition had not been touched, but it is still hard to torch the fan without killing the driver. Yet, not everything goes well in San Fierro. For some reason, I can't date Katie as usual. Having Katie as a girlfriend plays a huge part in speedrun. Not only you can keep your weapons after death, most importantly, after death you respawn at Katie's house instead of the hospital, which is closer to some mission starting point. Before reaching Katie, one minor thing I noticed is Fargos in San Fierro now mostly driving a stallion instead of a lowrider. In OG, you can gain enough sex appeal to date Katie by getting the caddy around the field, but in DE, I need to get a lowrider to reach the stat requirement. At first, I was thinking it was just because I didn't have a sexy car to date Katie. After 20 minutes of trying, I even took the sports car and I'm still not sexy enough. I ended up hitting the gym, hoping that I don't have to do that in future runs. Overall, with new strat and optimization, I can finish San Fierro faster for sure. Let's hope that some more time saves are discovered. I'm still mad about Woozy Moo skip is patched out. Let's make a quick summary of the Definitive Edition update. First thing first, the AI accuracy is back to normal, which is great. Sliding in the interior is doable without taking too much damage, which saves a significant amount of time in speedrunning. Besides, some cutscenes and phone calls become skippable, so you don't have to make yourself a 2-minute noodle during the downtime. And most importantly, the fire texture is now obvious to see, even though the way it looks and position is hilarious. After a month of making this video series, I'm still mad about Woozy Moo skip is patched out. Thank you Rockstar for the update, but fuck you.